This is the synthetic signal report for Tuesday, July 28th, 2026 in the morning. Today we analyze the devastating 7.1 magnitude earthquake in Japan, the performance of a low-cost machine learning model against frontier systems, a promising new HIV vaccine study, and the persistent security gaps in email infrastructure. We also touch on formally verified software for three-dimensional geometry. A 7.1 magnitude earthquake struck Japan today. According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, the quake was centered at a significant depth, triggering immediate seismic monitoring and tsunami warnings. The Japanese infrastructure, designed to withstand intense tremors, is currently undergoing emergency assessments. This is a critical situation for the local disaster response teams, who are coordinating real-time data from seismic sensors to determine the extent of structural damage and potential hazards to the regional grid. We are tracking updates as they emerge from the local authorities to understand the impact on industrial and tech facilities in the region. A discovery pick. A new study demonstrates that a $500 reinforcement learning fine-tune of a 9 billion parameter open model has outperformed massive frontier models in catalog review tasks. This is a signal from the future of AI economics. By leveraging specialized, high-quality data to tune a smaller model, researchers bypass the need for the massive compute clusters typically used by leading tech companies. The result suggests that intelligence per dollar is shifting rapidly towards smaller, nimble, open-source systems that can be adapted for specific professional domains without incurring the overhead of training general-purpose giants. A significant biological development has emerged from the La Jolla Institute for Immunology, where a new HIV vaccine has shown unprecedented success in preclinical trials. The research indicates that the vaccine effectively trains the immune system to recognize and target highly elusive viral proteins. While the study is currently at the preclinical stage, the high success rate in these initial models is a landmark step. It signals a potential change in how we approach one of the most persistent challenges in virology, moving closer to a viable human treatment pipeline. Cybersecurity infrastructure remains dangerously fragile. Data from CipherQ reveals that 14 years after the Domain-Based Message Authentication, Reporting, and Conformance Protocol, or DMARC, became public, 68.4% of domains still fail to enforce it. This gap is the primary reason phishing campaigns continue to thrive. Organizations are choosing to leave their domains vulnerable, often due to fragmented reporting and the complexity of moving from monitor mode to reject mode. Security leads are reminded that lack of DMARC enforcement is a strategic liability, as it leaves the door open for brand impersonation and business email compromise. In a move toward high-trust software engineering, a new project has introduced the first formally verified implementation of a three-dimensional constructive solid geometry operation. The author replaced 1,000 lines of standard AI-generated code with a 93-line specification verified in the Lean 4 language. By using formal methods to pin down surface outcomes and well-formedness conditions, the project provides a blueprint for building mission-critical tools that prioritize mathematical proof over speculative output. This is a vital correction to the trend of blindly trusting complex, opaque coding agents. Community chatter is dominated by the tension between automation and oversight. First, the JFrog and OpenAI findings regarding the Artifactory 0-day have highlighted that speed of remediation is now the core requirement of a modern trust modi. If you cannot patch at the speed of an exploit, your infrastructure is essentially public. Second, frustration is rising among developers regarding the vibe coding trend. As more platforms integrate tools that rely on intuitive but non-verifiable outputs, lead engineers are warning that we are creating a generation of systems that look functional but lack underlying architectural rigor. Third, the emergence of Kotlin LLM as an open-source project is generating interest among IDE power users. It offers a way to integrate large language models directly into the JetBrains development environment, keeping the coding context local and improving the agentic workflow. Finally, sysadmins are monitoring the fallout from the Nimbus Manticore malware campaign, which is actively targeting the aerospace and telecommunications sectors in the Middle East and Africa. Attackers are using sophisticated backdoors like Night Ledger to turn victim systems into covert network relays. patching your perimeter and auditing ingress logs remain the only effective defense against these persistent, low and slow infiltration tactics.